Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
I can't even get that out of my head. And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course.
So Brad's
Bob.
talking about cutting his own hair. Please tell him not to.
I know I could.
It's going to be a disaster.
Carry on.
All right, today, Brad, we're going to talk about 3 braces and 3 stretches to heal your carpal tunnel syndrome. And we got some braces that you can use both during the day and also braces that you use at night.
Right.
So, and then we got 3 stretches. These are the top 3 stretches, I'd say, that you'd want to do. You're definitely going to want to try these if you have carpal tunnel. I've seen to the point where with some people it actually reversed it to the point where they didn't need surgery.
Sure,
So,
and that's the goal.
yeah.
Right.
If you are new, by the way, to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. And also, if you haven't already, please go over to Facebook and like us, because Brad and I, as children, we're picked on, and we're trying to turn things around and get liked once again. So.
And Bob, I just wanted to mention, I got my Christmas shirt on in case someone's watching this next June. It's December now and it's really cold out there.
Yeah,
so I put my flannel Christmas shirt on.
It's pushing, well, with the wind chill, it's probably pushing down to 0 almost, isn't it?
We're in Minnesota.
Yeah, where the air is cold. All right, the first brace we're going to show, Brad, is the tunnel tamer. And Lonnie, you want to get fairly close on us for this one.
Should we just walk up to her? Or
No, I think she can.
Oh, she can zoom.
She can
Good
zoom to
idea.
us.
Wow.
So this brace is for mild cases of carpal tunnel. I wouldn't use it in a severe case. It's one you're trying to see if you can reverse. It comes with a strap that goes around your wrist. And what you can also do, you can also attach this to a Fitbit or one of those fitness bands.
Around your wrist?
Yeah, and you could also, because these are the parts that attach to it. So this could attach to your Fitbit or your fitness band or even a thin watch.
Sure.
To do it. So you wouldn't need this part is what I'm trying to say.
And yeah, because these straps are doing the work. They're the ones that are giving you the progress and success, not the strap around the wrist.
Right. So they're the anchor. It's
Right.
the anchor for it. So you're going to take there's 2 little, as Brad always kind of showed, do you want to show the end result? So you're going to take the first one and you're going to put this loop around the pinky, and then you just attach it across. You're going to cross the hand to the opposite side. And then you're attaching it.
Put a little tension on
A
it.
little tension on it. Yeah, you can adjust it. If you want more tension, you can put it lower on the strap.
Right. So these are elastic and they got Velcro, so it's very easy to attach them.
And then the other one goes over the thumb and pulls it, again, go across the hand.
You get that crisscross.
Oh, sorry, I got it the wrong way.
Oh, you got to have the
You got to have the Velcro side.
yeah, the sticky side to the sticky side. Otherwise,
I'll eventually get it.
don't worry, Bob.
It's not that hard.
This
I'm
happened
making it
to-
look hard.
Yeah, this happened to me once too.
Yeah, never. Huh? So what this does, one, it kind of helps prevent the hand from extending easily.
Right.
Because when you have your hand in this extended position when you're typing, that's what can close off that tunnel.
Right, and irritate that
bony
median
tunnel.
nerve.
Yeah. So this keeps you in the neutral position is what you want to be, but it also kind of provides a natural cupping to the hand, an anatomical position that's the normal position of the hand, and it's like you're holding a bowl.
Sure.
And that's going to keep some of the stress off the nerves. Now, I have not tried this with patients yet because I just don't have one that has mild. I don't know. Do you have one right now?
No, I don't.
So the chiropractor who invented this, he said that he's tried it with his patients. It's helped them. It's helped especially the mild cases. So called the tunnel tamer. We've got all 3 of these braces we're going to mention today down in the link below. So, all right. Let's
go to the next one?
Let's go to the next one. All right, the next one is, this is a brace you'd wear at night. And especially a lot of people tend to sleep.
Not that one.
No. You tend to sleep, especially if you curl up your hand and your wrist and you lay on your hand at night. Yeah, you're going to want to wear a brace. And I think, isn't your wife wearing a brace?
She does when she gets a flare up, and then she starts wearing her night braces and it calms down.
Yeah.
Very consistently.
So I've definitely seen it help patients. This first one is called the Coreflex Universal Lacer Wrist Orthosis.
Whoa, that's a mouthful.
So it's very simple to use. You can just slide your hand in there, and it's got Velcro, of course, which I had trouble with.
Yeah, there you go.
You loosen up the Velcro, slide her in.
That goes on quite nicely.
It does. And you strap it there. What's nice about this, and you're not going to be able to see this, I don't think, is there a drawstring here.
Yeah.
And so you pull on this and then pull it across. So it's a really nice fit.
Right.
It's a real comfortable brace.
That's the most important thing with the carpal tunnel night brace is that it's comfortable. You can sleep with it, and it doesn't wake you up, making your hand or whatever feel uncomfortable.
Because you're not doing the job then. And,
Right.
you know, one thing I want to point out about Brad, they have staves in here. These metal staves. You can shape those.
Yep.
And so I can bend this if it's too much for me, or it just doesn't fit my hand quite right. You bend that and then you put it back on again. Okay, oh yeah, it feels better now.
Custom
So,
fit.
Yep. So
Right.
it's again, this is a really good fit. Now again was the Core Flex. Now if you want to take it even a step further, so you're not even bending the fingers, then we're going to go to the Bort, and I think this is a German name. I think, and it's the soft hand split with finger support. That's very comfortable, isn't it?
It is. It really is. It's easy to put on, and it's just Velcro. You slide your hand in there, and Velcro it back up, and it feels good on the fingers and everything. And you have your thumb there if you need to use it.
You can play handball with that.
Yeah,
can't
you probably could. Maybe we could advertise it for that too. Any handball players out there?
So kind of gave you the three things. One that you can wear during the day. Two, one for night where if you don't need the full support, and then we got the full support one here. So, all right, Brad, let's go to the exercises now. The first, I picked out, which I think are the three most important exercises. Now,
Clinically proven.
yeah, well, in my mind anyway.
Right, with
in
us,
our
you know.
experience.
Right.
Yeah. No, so now with carpal tunnel, what you have is you have the nerve, the median nerve that comes off the neck and even T1. So C5, T1, it comes down, kind of goes right through here, right underneath right by the coracoid process here. I want to get the mouth out.
Open
hand
up
out.
there.
Stop that.
Yes. Behave.
Now Gumby's in the way too, but
Well,
it comes
we'll
off
get
the
him out.
neck, goes off the neck, kind of goes right here by the coracoid process, and then it goes down the front of the arm.
Sure.
And it goes into the hand, and it generally affects the first three fingers and the half of the third one. So the thumb, index, ring, right, thumb, index, middle,
Yeah.
and half of the ring.
Top half or bottom half?
Right down the middle.
Yep, it's up and down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the inside half. That's it's amazing how that nerve really does dissect the,
It
the
does.
finger.
And so you're going to get numbness or tingling, maybe pain in that area. I always look for wasting right here too.
What do you mean wasting?
After a while, this pad may waste away a little bit because the nerve is not affected, the muscle is not being
So the
able to work.
muscle's getting smaller, and
Smaller,
it makes that puffiness get shallower, and it looks like a hollow spot.
We call it atrophied in the business, don't
Right, yeah, us therapists.
we? So the problem is a lot of times where the nerve comes out, sometimes it's getting pinched up here and pinched down
Right.
here at the wrist.
It's called the double crunch.
Double crush or double crunch. So we want to make sure this is all stretched out. You want to have good posture. It doesn't make sense, but maybe not make sense to you, but it actually does. This can all get squished up.
Yep.
But we're going to show that with the next exercise. But the first exercise is nerve gliding. We're going to try to glide the nerve a little bit. So very simple exercise. You're going to first start off without a wall.
Okay.
You're just going to put the hand straight out, kind of level like this, the arm straight out, and you're just going to start working the hand down like this. And you'll often find if you have one hand that's bad and one hand that's good, as far as carpal tunnel, this one won't go as far.
Sure.
And I don't want you to push into it. You just bump up against the pain. So you might start off the first couple days just going a little bit, not quite as far as you would later on when you start stretching it further and further.
And I think the interesting thing about this is if you're truly pulling that nerve, you might feel it way up into your neck, and you'll say, oh boy, I feel it up here when I move my wrist. It's a very clear sign that that nerve needs to be loosened up a little bit.
Precisely.
Precisely.
Okay, so once you get to the point where you can really bend the wrist down as far as you'd like, no pain, then you can go ahead and add this into there and bring your neck over at the same time.
So remember that nerve goes, if you can imagine, put your arm out there, like from your fingers over the top here all the way and up into your neck. So when you bend your head that way,
You're stretching.
it stretches even a little more.
Yep. And the final thing, the final movement is you're going to go to a wall, which we don't have a wall here.
I'm going to be a wall.
Brad's going to be the wall. He found his purpose in life. So I'm going to go ahead and stretch that hand, and now I'm going to go ahead and bring it back like this. And now you can do, and I would start off with probably just 10 of these. I wouldn't do any more of these. I wouldn't, and you can do it a couple times a day. All right, Brad?
Oh, I was making
Gone?
faces at you.
Some people never grow up, do they? Okay, next one, Brad, is the chest stretch. Again, we want to open this all up, make sure there's plenty of room for the nerve to come out and plenty of room for it to come through and not get stretched. So we're going to do the chest stretch. You can do this a lot of different ways. You can bring your elbows back like this and stretch back like this, and I'm stretching that chest. You can go arms behind the back and stretch like this.
I need to have something like this because my arms don't reach
Yeah.
behind, so I do this.
You can go into the corner, or you go through it into a doorway and put your arms on both sides and lean into it. There's just lots of ways to do a chest stretch.
Oh yeah, this feels good, Bob.
All right, and
It
I
really
want you
does.
to do some neck extensions. Do 10 of those. Again, to open things up.
When you do that, bring the shoulders back as well.
And sometimes you'll find out whether or not your carpal tunnel is a neck problem. Sometimes it could be.
Yes.
You get radiation or
Right,
radiculopathy
right.
down the arm. So do 10 of those. And the final one is we're going to do is the first rib mobilization. Sometimes that nerve is getting some pressure on it by the first rib, and that rib is not moving like it should. So you can take a rolled up sheet, or we got the stretch out strap here. Either one works out really well. And Brad, kind of the best way we found, you sit on the one side of it like this. You bring it over, and with this is nice because you got the loops on there.
Yep.
And make sure I'm in on it real good. Yep. And now I can pull down onto that first rib, and I can bend away to the side at the same time.
So the idea is to lock the scapula and the shoulder down with the sheet or the stretch out strap. Just wait a second. There we go.
There you go. And I like the feeling of this. I don't know, do you like this, Brad, or not?
Yeah, it works well. You feel in control, and you can tell you've got good stabilization of the shoulder. And when you bring your head over, you feel that stretch.
You can try just putting your hand there, going like this, and going over. I do this during the day sometimes.
Yeah, and that works.
You got to get right up in here, right up in that meaty area where the first rib is.
I've got all these massive muscles, Bob. I can't reach over that far.
Then you better use a strap. So, all right. I hope that helps, folks. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to us.
Take care.